Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Kathleen Hart here, and we're going to be doing a 34-week pregnancy update today. I'm already out of breath, so why don't we just start there. I have absolutely no, stamina anymore. I literally am out of breath 24/7. Literally to the point where I have to physically sit down, and even that isn't good enough sometimes. Like, I even have to sit here for a few minutes to just like take a breath, and I haven't even done anything. It's just like the racing heart and the shortness of breath has been increased like crazy just this past week. So let's start there with some symptoms. That is like my number one, because here's the thing. Now I'm getting really excited to nest and like clean and do all this stuff, but I just don't have the energy. So like I have the want, but I have no energy to back it up. It's not good. It's not a good combo, because all that does is frustrate me and, not gonna lie, give me a little bit of anxiety, because I don't like to see my house a complete mess. I mean, let's be honest, my house is nowhere near like spotless, but just seeing like little messes here and there that I could quickly clean up normally, and like not being able to do it, it bothers me. So that's kind of been like getting on my nerves a little bit, and then also just wanting to get everything ready for the baby and not being able to do it because I just don't have the energy. It hasn't been a good combination, but I have been pushing through. Over the weekend, I washed and shined all my hardwood floors, and then Sunday I think I felt like I was gonna die because of that, so I paid for it the next day. So I really am learning this far out into like the 34-35 weeks that I'm getting into now, I need to just calm down. Like, I can't do the things that I used to do right now. It's just, I need to just realize that and maybe hand off the duties to someone else, like my husband. He has been awesome. He recently, over the weekend too, he organized all of Austin's toys downstairs in our basement. So like we cycled the toys out every couple weeks. So our toys have been, especially after Christmas, have been insane. The amount of toys we have accumulated for one child is insane. And if you didn't know, this is my second pregnancy. I have a toddler. He will be 2 in March, so we're getting close to that. I don't even know the 20-something months that he is now anymore. My mom brain has been completely messing with my brain, but he'll be 2 in March, and he has so many toys, it's ridiculous. So my husband organized all those toys over the weekend. That was awesome. I don't know what it is about being pregnant, but I have been able to get rid of stuff like nobody's business. Normally, I'm living in a fantasy land where everything has feelings, and we're living in Toy Story where the toys wake up at night. Lately, I have been able to purge and throw away so many things, and honestly, it feels so good. It feels so good. And this is like the first time in my life, to be honest, that I have been able to do that. And I never knew how good it could feel to throw stuff away, or to donate things, or to just get rid of stuff that you're not using, you're not, you know, it's missing pieces, it doesn't work. Like, why are we keeping these things? Why? I am asking myself. But now I'm able to get rid of stuff. So I don't know if that's a pregnancy thing. I don't know if I'm just getting older and wiser. So who knows? Okay, so now that we've kind of, if you guys know me, you know I like to talk, so this is gonna be a chatty video. I have a couple things on my phone. Like I said, the shortness of breath and the heartbeat, you know, my heart pumping all the time is just insane. But aside from that, another symptom that I've been having, I literally can't eat chicken anymore. I can't eat like sausage. I can't eat like meat. It's so strange. That's why I think I've been gravitating towards fast food. Like, not on purpose, but just because like that's the only way that I can consider eating meat. I don't know, it's very strange. When I cooked chicken the other day, I literally could not eat it. The texture was gross, the taste was gross. Oh, I could gag just thinking about it. It's kind of sick. But I've been kind of on this weird food aversion to chicken for like a long time, even before I found out I was pregnant. So maybe it's just everything, just pregnancy, just everything coming together, and maybe I just can't eat chicken anymore. But I recently just picked up a Walmart order, and in that order there is a whole bunch of like vegetarian options, I should say, that I looked up and found on Pinterest. Even like, what was I gonna make? Like chickpeas instead of chicken for like a chicken Waldorf salad. So like little things like that. I actually got that idea from Caitlin Nair. She's another YouTuber, and I'm gonna try that recipe this week because I cannot like even think about eating chicken. So I'll let you know how that goes. I might film that if those recipes turn out good. I might turn around and film them for you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to see like another what I eat in a day, like very getting towards the end of the pregnancy, because I love to show that, and those are like my favorite videos to watch. But let me know what you guys think. Let's go back to my list. Oh my gosh, the pressure. That was its own line item, pressure. I have been feeling so much pressure, you know where, right at the point. I've been feeling so much pressure, and it's like, I don't know what it's caused by, but the thing that I've been swearing by is, I talked about it in my last update, is this belly band. It's in my Amazon store, which is always linked down below. It was cheap. It was like 20 bucks, maybe 25. This thing has been like a godsend, and I know I haven't been wearing it today, and I know that's why I'm feeling more pressure. So if anybody is getting towards like their 3rd trimester and just feeling pressure, back pain, pelvic pain, highly recommend one of these things. I should put it on right now. Like, that's how bad the pressure has been. And the pressure too, it gets worse at night. I feel like, I don't know why, because I'm guessing it's literally just the baby pushing on that area, but you would think that during the day when I'm up standing or sitting, it would be just gravity would be causing the pressure. At night, it's so bad. It's literally so bad. Which brings me to my next bullet point. My sleeping has been so bad because I wake up like 4 or 5 times a night just to pee, and it just gets me so like out of that REM sleep. Like, I know I'm not getting good quality sleep. I know it, and it's so bad because I just really want sleep right now. I cannot wait. Like, that pregnancy pillow that I have is amazing. Gotta love it, but I cannot wait to sleep on my stomach again. I just like, I can't wait. I cannot wait. When I went to get a massage a couple weeks back and they had me on that table, which has like the little thing for your bump, I was like in heaven. I was like, I just want this for my house. Like, I just want to lay here. So I know that will come soon though. We'll be getting there soon where I can sleep on my stomach again. But right now the sleep is just like, it's gonna be a different kind of sleep once the baby gets here, which I'm well aware of. But right now it's just uncomfortable. It's just so uncomfortable. So I'm hoping that well, obviously I have no choice. It's not gonna get any better, I know that. It's not gonna get better. The baby's gonna come, and then we're gonna have a different kind of restless sleep, and then it will all get back to normal eventually. I know that. But for right now, that's just one of the things that's just like, it's one of those things where you, all day long, you're kind of tired because you didn't sleep well, and then you can't wait to jump in bed and go to sleep. But then I get in bed and I'm so uncomfortable, and I have like those heart palpitations and everything when I'm sleeping on my back, or when I'm sleeping even on my side. I just can't get comfortable most of the time. The best sleep I get is right here on the couch, and I usually put 3 pillows up, and then I lay my body down. My feet are actually right here, and then I lay that way with 3 pillows, and I kind of have my arm propped up, and I'm watching TV, and I fall asleep that way, and I never have the heart palpitations or anything. It must be the incline that I have my back at, because even with the pregnancy pillow and then like 2 pillows underneath it in bed, it's still not enough. I'm still laying down way too much, and it makes my heart palpitate and just have bad circulation, and then I end up having to sleep on my side, and then my hips hurt. There you go, rant over. So end of the story, moral of that story, my sleep has not been good. And then during the day I'm tired. So there's that. But let's get on to the next bullet point. Here, I'll show you my bump. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. You'll see my bare bump, and you'll see it with the shirt on, but you'll see it also too, like just my actual bump, because people like that. I don't know, I got some messages that people like that seeing that. So I will show you. Still no stretch marks, by the way, that I can see. My veins are definitely out. You can definitely see my like blue veins like all through my belly, but no stretch marks, which is awesome. But like I tell people in the comments, I think that's mostly genetic. My weight is slowly creeping up. Nothing crazy though. I'm still well below what I was with Austin, and I am 182. So I've reached the 180s. I'm fine with it. I actually feel really good this time, and I'm not really gaining rapidly right now at the end, and I'm not losing, so I'm happy. The majority of my weight gain happened early this time, like kind of in the second trimester, and then it's kind of like steadied up, and I've been trying to eat decent. That being said, there's not much room down there. So what happens is I have this huge baby. I try to eat the way I used to, which in the beginning of the pregnancy was like, keep it in check, but you can kind of eat like a pregnant person, and I would eat more and more and more, and I would snack a lot. I can't even do that now because I get so full, and I eat too fast and get way too full. Yesterday was a perfect example. I ate a sandwich for lunch and was literally stuffed. I barely ate dinner. I was still stuffed at 9 o'clock at night. Like, I need to just chill with the food. And I know that, but sometimes stuff just tastes good. Sometimes I just don't want to stop. It's not a good combination with me because I just love food. If you guys didn't know, I have another channel on YouTube for low carb cooking, which I'm not doing right now, but I love food. I have an intense love for food. I love cooking, I love eating, I love trying new things. So when I have a craving for something with pregnancy, it's so intense that like I can't wait to eat it, and I get so excited, and I usually overeat. So what I've been trying to do is dial it back, take a little bit, and then wait. Because you know how they say, your stomach takes 20 minutes or whatever it is to know that it's full. So I've really been trying to do that. And my water intake, I told you in the last couple updates, I've been trying to do the 100 ounces a day at least, try to get 120 if I can, and it's been going good. Last couple days it's been a little bit rough, especially the weekends and days that I have doctor's appointments. It just gets to be I don't want to drink that much, because if we're going out somewhere, or if I'm going to an appointment, or if I'm leaving the house, like there's not always a bathroom like 5 feet away from where I am. So it just gets so annoying because you literally have to pee all the time. So I know I need to stick to that. I've been doing good, but I know I can improve, and I know I feel better once I do. So I should probably be like drinking water like right now. So because I'm not sleeping well, and I sometimes get restless leg, which restless leg, I have an amazing oil roller that like literally knocks that out like immediately. Which I can put down in the comments too if you guys are interested. If you didn't know, I'm obsessed with Young Living essential oils, and I use them for everything and anything possible. There's literally an oil for everything. So I usually use that as like a holistic approach. I'm by no means like, what's the word? Like oily. I do use them a ton. I'm trying to dish and switch my house as well, just to be more non-toxic, but that's just to be more healthy in general. But anyway, I do have a roller for restless leg, but I was looking online and someone posted it in a mommy group. I forget even where it was, but restless leg, not being able to sleep at night, tossing and turning, like all of these things like towards the end of your pregnancy. Sorry, the bus just stopped and like there's kids like outside like screaming. So if you hear that, that's what that is. But so anyway, I saw like a bunch of these symptoms, and maybe it was an Instagram ad. It may have been. They read your mind, you know. But anyway, they had all these symptoms, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds kind of like what I'm going through right now. And then they recommended that you start using a magnesium supplement or a magnesium lotion. And I started looking into it, and I found a bunch on Amazon that were like all natural, like no added ingredients. Like I could add my own essential oils into it. Like I would probably add lavender maybe, or something mild like that. So what I did is I sent a picture of the label and everything and the ingredients to my doctor. I'm still waiting to hear back, but I was waiting to see if they thought that this was even something, or is it just like a gimmicky Instagram ad. So I'll let you guys know what my doctor ends up saying. As of now, I just checked before. He didn't write me back yet, but I'm thinking that might be something helpful, but I'm not one of those people who is just gonna guess. Like I want my doctor to tell me like, yes, you can have this. I even asked him if I could have a medicine ball from Starbucks, because a bunch of people were saying yes, some people said no. I'm like, I'm just gonna ask my doctor. So that's one of those things where like, yeah, I could just start using this magnesium lotion and it might help, it might not, but like I don't want to jeopardize, especially this late in the pregnancy, like anything bad happening. I'm just trying to be good. I'm just trying to be even keeled and like not do anything out of the ordinary that could mess up this pregnancy, as far as like make me go into labor early, especially after all the work I've been doing to try to keep the baby full term because my son was born at 36 weeks. So I'm taking the McKenna shot, which I only have 2 more shots to go. Heck yes, I cannot wait. So I have 35-week shot and the 36-week shot, and then I am done. And also to update you. So I'm taking the McKenna shot. I also got a bunch of internal ultrasounds to check my cervix to make sure it was strong and that I wouldn't be leaking amniotic fluid like I did the first time. So those are like some things that I did to try to prevent a preterm labor. And if you haven't seen my McKenna shot experience video, I will definitely link it down below. It was just a video I wanted to make in case anyone was kind of on the fence about it, or if you wanted to learn a little bit more about it. I just gave my experience. So definitely check that one out if you haven't yet and you're interested. But also, last update, I mentioned that my daughter that I'm pregnant with now, she has an irregular heartbeat. It was an irregular atrial beat, and that the doctor told me 99% of the time it's fine and it goes away on its own. So twice a week I get monitored for a non-stress test, and basically all that is they hook up 2 monitors to your belly. I know you can't really see, but they do 2 monitors on your belly, and they monitor the heartbeat for 20 minutes. And during the second appointment during the week, you do the stress test and then you go right in for an ultrasound. So I've been doing that, and then they measure the heartbeat and they kind of look at the heart, make sure it's not under any kind of stress, everything like that. So this week's appointment, they didn't hear anything during the non-stress test. So I have 1 more appointment this week where I have to go and do the non-stress test and then also get the ultrasound. The doctor told me if they don't hear any irregular beats at that appointment at the end of this week, then I'm good to go. I don't have to get monitored for that anymore because she has pretty much outgrown that irregular beat, which is pretty much what they thought was gonna happen, or what happens most of the time. So that has made me so relaxed and calm. It's out of this world, like how great I feel about that. So that is some good news to share. And also too, I just wanted to say, just give a little bit of advice to any moms out there, or even anybody who has like almost like a health anxiety. The worst thing you can possibly do is go on Google and start looking for answers to your medical questions, because all you're going to find on there is the exception to the rule. You're going to find people who are in the 1% or the 100th percentile. You're not really going to find many people in the middle saying, oh, everything is fine. Majority of the time when you read articles online, you're hearing about people who had the worst experience ever, and you're also hearing about people who have these exceptions where it's like a 0.5% chance that this could happen and this happened to them. So when I heard about the atrial irregular beat and everything, I made a point to not go online and research it. I do not want to know what other people went through. I do not want to know how other people dealt with it. I physically asked my doctor, what do I need to do? How do I try to make this better if I can? Or do I not worry? Do I worry? I asked him all my questions and I let that be the end of it. I did not go online and research. I know that's super hard. I know, especially when you can't sleep at 1 in the morning and you're on your phone. Like, I know, believe me, I know. But I did not let myself for 1 second go on and research and look things up, because you're only going to find things that are gonna make your brain start spinning. You're gonna find people who say, oh, this really bad thing happened, or this out of the ordinary thing that never happens ever happened to me. And I just don't need those negative thoughts put into my brain. So anytime you're kind of wondering about anything to do medically, I would say, just ask your doctor. Don't ask Google. Don't ask Google. But if you do want to ask Google, maybe like do it with a level head and don't kind of go crazy. Like, I think if I go online and look up stuff on Google, I can actually, I can tell my brain like what's important and what's not, and I can differentiate, but some people can't. So you have to just be really careful and be in the right mindset. If you do want to go on Google, be in the right mindset, go to reputable websites, and just kind of take the information with a grain of salt, and I wouldn't read into anything too much. That's my cat heart advice for the day. Okay, so the only other thing I have on my list to talk about is I got my breast pump. So I have the Spectra S2, which is the pink version of this. Actually, here it is, the pink version of this breast pump. This time I ended up getting the Spectra S1, and I didn't know if you all knew this, but if you're pregnant and you have insurance, check with your insurance provider. You may be eligible for a free breast pump. I know most insurances will do that for you, and it's awesome. So if you didn't know, I exclusively pumped with Austin, and I'm going to do that with this baby as well. If you have questions about why, I can answer them, but that'll be for a whole nother video. But in this case, getting this pump, this was an additional cost on my insurance. So the Spectra S2 is a pump that you plug in, and it is a closed system, which basically means that let's see if you can see it, which basically means that the wiring that comes out, not wiring, tubing that comes out of the breast pump, it doesn't ever come in contact with your milk. It just comes in contact with the air to suck it in. So I know that other breast pumps, the milk actually flows through the tubes. It does not do that with the Spectras. That's why I absolutely love this brand of breast pump. So the Spectra S2, which is the pink one, that one I'm going to be using, but I thought to get this one too because this one does not need to be plugged in. This one can be has a rechargeable battery, and you don't actually have to have it plugged in to have it work. So I thought, with running around with a toddler, I mean, it's gonna be nuts. If I need to get up and stand up really quickly, I can just pick this up with the handle and get to where I need to be. It was very different when I had just my son, because he was literally in a boppy, or he was in the DockATot, or he was in the swing, and he was right next to me while I'm pumping, but I didn't have to worry about him running away because he was a newborn, a 6-month-old. He wasn't walking yet. Now, since I do have my toddler, he can get into things very quickly. He's very well behaved. Extremely well behaved. However, I know that anything can happen, and I need to be not tied to an electrical outlet for pumping, because I'm gonna have to be doing it very often. So I wanted to get this one. So with my insurance, the Spectra S2, which is the first one, the one that you plug in the wall, that one was free. That was all included. This one was a $75 charge on top of getting it for free from the insurance. I was responsible for $75. So I thought it was worth it at that point, so I ended up getting it. I absolutely love this brand of pump. I would totally recommend anybody who plans on pumping at all, whether you're exclusively pumping or just pumping and breastfeeding, or whatever your plan is. Spectra breast pumps are my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. I used the Medela in the hospital and I hated it. Hated it, but that's another video, I guess. But also too, once I start using this one, because obviously I haven't used this one yet, but once I start using it, I do plan on doing a video on comparing the S1 and the S2, because I'll probably be using this one during the day once the baby comes, and then maybe keeping the one that plugs in next to my like nightstand, so that I can, when I have to pump in the middle of the night, when Austin's, you know, asleep and the baby's in the bassinet, then I can kind of like use a stationary one, and then that'll be really nice, because then I won't have to be lugging one pump all around the house. Like this one I can just have kind of out in this area, and that one can stay in my bedroom, and that will actually be a really good plan. So that's gonna be my plan. But I just wanted to let anybody know, check with your insurance, because you probably get one for free if you have, you know, health insurance. So that's definitely a great thing. I would definitely, you know, capitalize on that if you can. Like I said, mine from my first pregnancy I still have, and then my second pregnancy I was eligible for another one, and then I started researching, because they give you an option to get like maybe 7 or 8 different kinds, and the Lancino was on there, the Medela was on there, the 2 Spectras were on there. There was just a bunch of different ones, so you can kind of pick and choose depending on what your needs are, and you know, what you like about the different brands. Some people love the Medela, so whatever you decide on, they ship it right to you. This came in 2 days. I ordered it on a Monday and it came on a Wednesday. Oh, and this is also good too if you need to pump on the go, if you're in the car. So that's a good option too, especially if you travel a lot, or if you're on the road a lot, or if I was commuting to work, this would be great too. So I'm gonna be doing a video once I'm using this one and yeah, that'll be fun to make because I was looking for those videos online and I really didn't see many, so comparing the two. So that'll be interesting. But also, last thing I wanted to mention before I show you the bump shot, this baby is still moving like crazy. And I think it's because she's moved like running out of room. So all of her movements are really like intense for me. They don't hurt at all. I think it's really funny when like she elbow jabs me because you can see my stomach like go to a point. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I will leave you guys with my bump shots, but definitely give this video a like and subscribe if you're new. Everything motherhood on this channel. I want you guys to follow me along on this journey. I have a lot of fun videos coming up, including like what's gonna be in my hospital bag this time around, because as you know, I didn't bring a hospital bag the first time because I didn't even know I was getting induced. So this time I'm definitely going to be prepared, and I think you'll be surprised at what I am actually bringing and how much I'm not bringing. So definitely stay tuned for that video. I'm going to do a couple different other fun videos for pregnancy, and then like for obviously once the baby gets here, like newborn stuff. So I'm so excited. 34 weeks. This video, it's a wrap on this video. So I'll see you guys next week for 35 weeks. But until then, I hope you have an awesome day. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
What happened to us? What happened to all the love we always took for granted? Are we stranded? Is it too late? Is it too late to color feelings that have faded? Complicated.